Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen of the press. First of all, let me express my enormous gratitude for the wonderful hospitality provided by the Prime Minister, the government, and the people of Barbados. These 2 days have been wonderful days, and I'm extremely grateful for the generous hospitality that I received. This visit is a visit of solidarity. Solidarity with Barbados and its people, solidarity with the Caribbean, and solidarity to all small island development states. And that solidarity is entirely justified because these countries, and Barbados in the first line, are the main victims of the inequality that prevails in the world in the moment when solidarity would be more necessary than ever. We have seen that inequality in the way vaccines have been distributed. And I want to express my solidarity with the government of Barbados that has managed to vaccinate a meaningful part of the population, even if the hoarding of vaccines has made it very difficult for countries like Barbados to have access to vaccines. But inequality also in relation to climate change. There is one thing in which I do not agree with your Prime Minister. The most important intervention in the General Assembly was not mine, it was hers. She made a fantastic intervention in which not only she referred the substance of the problems that we are facing with a climate change that is becoming an existential threat for people and the planet, but she also made it with a passion and with a strength that really made everybody in the room be moved, and I think had made the consciences of many that are not doing enough understand that they need to change. And indeed, the truth is that small island development states are the first victims of the impacts of climate change, and the impacts are already there. I had the opportunity to see some very important works of adaptation. And small island development states have had the courage to present plans of decarbonization of their economies, namely Barbados deciding to end fossil fuels in 2030. And the truth is that until now, they have not received the support from the international community they are entitled to receive. First of all, because developed countries have not yet implemented the promise they made in Paris of $100 billion to support developing countries, and especially because the support that is provided is in only a small percentage support to adaptation and resilience. Only 25% until now, and you have been claiming for the need for half of the climate finance in support of developing countries to be for adaptation and resilience, to protect the coastlines, to protect, I think, your idea of a program from the roof to the reef. I mean, to protect communities, to build resilience and capacity to resist to the impacts of climate change. A lot of solidarity is necessary, a lot of investment is necessary, and unfortunately until now we have not seen it. So inequality in relation to the vaccines, inequality in relation to climate change, but inequality also from the point of view of the financial situation in the world. Developed countries were able to mobilize about 28% of their gross domestic product in support of their economies. Middle-income countries about 6%, least developed countries about 2%. And the truth is that many countries are facing a dramatic situation because being middle-income countries, they have no access to a number of instruments that would be necessary, namely in relation to debt relief. It is clear that there must be a systematic approach to debt relief, including middle-income countries, in order not to force governments to choose between servicing the debt or servicing the people. And I want to express my total solidarity with Barbados in relation to the position that have been expressed by the government of Barbados about the questions of liquidity, about the questions of debt, and about the questions of international solidarity and investment in relation to the countries that are in the front line of all these different challenges that I mentioned. On the other hand, I would like to say that I was very, very inspired by the group of young people that I've seen. I believe Barbados has all the conditions to become a true hub of knowledge, a true hub of taking profit of what technology today brings in order to provide for its people a future of development and prosperity. The commitment of the government to support the youth and the commitment of the youth to really take profit of all the opportunities that are now created by new technologies, I was really very impressed with them. I think it allows us to believe that Barbados can become in the future an important hub of knowledge, an important hub of intellectual capacity, able to not only guarantee the prosperity of its people, but to support all Caribbean states. So this visit has been an extremely pleasant visit because I feel myself among friends, but a visit that is very important for its symbolism. I'm here to express to Barbados, to the Caribbean, and to all small island development states my deep solidarity in a moment in which the world is not fair with them, in a moment in which inequality still prevails, in a moment in which solidarity from, namely, the most powerful in the world is lacking.